This is one of the world's most active volcanoes, located just outside of Antigua, Guatemala. And this is me on top of said volcano. Now, you're probably wondering, how did I get into this situation and what is going on here? But in order to explain this one, I think I need to start from the beginning. So it is currently 9:43 p.m. on August 24th. And on August 25th, I'm about to do one of the more spontaneous things I've ever done in my life. And that is saying something because I've done a whole lot of spontaneous things in the past few years. The past few years have really just been a bunch of spontaneous decisions combined to form my life. But this one might be at the top. I told myself I wasn't going to travel outside of the country for a year. I'm about to fail. Honestly, I went almost 7 months without traveling outside of the country, and that's pretty darn good. But when your friend texts you and says, "Do you want to come model underwear on an active volcano in Guatemala?" you say yes. So that's what I'm doing. I just got off of working a 13-hour event solo, and I don't think we're going to be sleeping tonight, so... that's okay. All I'm bringing is this backpack, but I haven't finished packing. Alright, here's what we got. 2 pairs of pants. This is going to be really cold. Nice warm pair of pants to wear at night. Pair of shorts, because like Guatemala itself is pretty warm, just not on a volcano, which to me doesn't make sense now that I think about it, because aren't volcanoes hot? Gloves. Hat for me, hat for Drew. The little neck things that Drew had me buy. In the bag. I don't think that I'll need these. Might be nice though. I don't know. I'm such a bad backer. I'm gonna report back in a few minutes when I stop procrastinating. Okay, it's now like 1:30 in the morning. I'm just gonna stay awake. But I'm packed. Rover is passed out over there. I'm sad I have to leave him. But I'm gonna report back when I am en route. I'm at the airport. I'm so tired. I got nuts. My bus right here felt like 2 seconds. I think I slept through the whole thing. I don't remember any of it. Alright, let's go board. We're in Florida. And now I'm getting on another plane. Okay, now that I've landed in Guatemala City, I'm going to stop and take some time to explain what exactly is about to happen over the next 2 days. My friends picked me up at the airport in Guatemala City, and from there we drove directly to Antigua. After spending the night in Antigua, the plan was to be picked up by a bus who was going to drive us to our starting point at Acatenango. We would then spend the next 6 hours hiking all the way up to base camp on Acatenango before departing on yet another long hike up to Fuego for sunset, where we would be shooting a sports underwear commercial. This would be our only chance to get the shot that we wanted on the active volcano before hiking back to base camp, where we would spend the night before summiting Acatenango in the morning at 13,000 feet. Now, after that long, dragged-on explanation, you probably don't want to hear my voice anymore, but thanks to me and a microphone malfunction, a large portion of my camera footage ended up having no audio. But it's probably for the better because a lot of this beginning footage was pretty chaotic. Basically, as I had mentioned before, we woke up at the crack of dawn and waited for a bus to come pick us up to drive us to our starting point. To say this was a bumpy ride would be an understatement. The cobblestone roads of Guatemala are not for the faint of stomach. But if we weren't able to tolerate this, we would definitely not be able to tolerate 13,000 feet of elevation, so this was a good test. We basically just cracked stupid jokes the entirety of this drive, so not having audio here is probably saving you from a lot of brain rot. However, I do wish my camera audio picked up on Drew saying that he was not going to be the one to pass away, so to speak, on this trip. Yeah, we'll just come back to that clip later. After what felt like forever, we finally made it to our starting location, and I feel like this is a good place to do some formal introductions to the team. This is Emma, she's one of the models, and prior to this trip, she traveled with the boys filming for this campaign and other locations. This is Luke, videographer number 1. Then we have me, Zoe, the model for this trip, and lastly we have Drew, videographer number 2, and the only person I knew prior to landing in Guatemala. Okay, now that that's out of the way and you know who the heck I'm talking about, I'm going to go back to explaining what's going on. Basically, we arrived at this location where we were to pack up our bags and meet our guides who were going to take us up the volcano. At this point, we were feeling pretty good.
Feeling? I'm actually feeling okay right now. Feel good? Chilling. Feel good? How are we feeling?
So ready.
That was until this guy on crutches checked us in and briefed us on the hazards of the volcano, saying he had been up there yesterday, which definitely was not very reassuring.
Up here it gets very cold. I was out here last night and the temperature dropped somewhere around like 0 degrees Celsius. And also we got hail up here, ice. So please do not doubt about warm stuff.
After that wonderful safety chat, I got a 1 to 10 rating from everyone just to feel out how we were doing before we got started. And the numbers were okay. However, I kept doing this throughout the trip and you'll just see, the numbers definitely change. And just like that, we set off to climb one of the world's most active volcanoes. Since we had so much more weight on us than everyone else with all of our camera equipment, we decided to hire some porters to carry a few of our non-essential things up the mountain for us so that we didn't have to. And that had us feeling in much higher spirits than when we arrived. Honestly, the boys were still carrying way too much weight for their own good, but we rode that high for about 2 minutes before these people coming down the volcano jokingly, but not jokingly, told us that we should probably turn around while we're ahead. So after some discussion, Drew and I decided it was probably a good idea to go make friends with the porters who were very kindly carrying some of our stuff up. These guys were so awesome and funny and told us if we had to put anything into the bag on our hike up, just to let them know. Little did they know that I was about to stop them only 15 minutes later to put my camera in the bag because things got really tough and I decided that I'd rather just record the rest of the way up on my phone than carry my camera.
This is what they say one of the worst parts is. Thanks, Drew. Emma's leading the pack here. Got the walking stick. Good to go.
The decision to put my camera away at this moment actually ended up saving all of us because this is where the voiceovers end, at least for now.
At point 1, what's everyone's verdict here?
Not good.
Fun time?
You want to know what my verdict is right now?
Fun's one thing to say.
It's
It's something. It's something. All right, we're at stop 1. So far, it's pretty challenging, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of uphill, but we've heard this is the hardest part, so hopefully it's all easy from here.
We're all right. It's fine.
We're doing okay.
That number where I said 5 doesn't stand anymore. It's definitely around 3, but it's okay.
Mine went from an 8.8 to like a 7.8, so we're still doing okay.
Okay.
We're doing
It's
okay.
better than I'm doing, I think.
Yo,
Like a 2.
Steelers?
You're at a 2.
I'm at a 2. I was at a 6, I'm at a 2.
Pittsburgh, Steelers. My favorite. See.
I'm dying.
Personally, I think that I'm at like a 5 now. What was I at, a 7.5?
Yeah.
Come check out the dog.
I'd say I'm a 5. I think the dog will bring it back.
We could use your all. That's gonna help. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. What a guy.
Hello. Oh my goodness.
This brought me back up to an 8.2.
I'm gonna say I'm at a 10 now.
Solid.
Brought me to a 10.
Taking it slow today.
Yeah.
Next time Drew and I do this, it will be a race, but we're gonna take it easy.
Can I join in on the race?
Yeah, you want to?
Yeah, I'll start training.
1 year from today?
Yeah, train for it. Yes.
One year from today.
Oh yeah.
You in?
No. Absolutely not.
Fair enough. We made it to the entrance.
They got coffee.
Dog's like, let's go.
Yeah, he's looking at us concerned right now. I'm back at 10.
We just decided his name is Zeus. Hi, Zeus.
Oh, we got a fish. Emma.
It's so easy without the bag.
I know. We should just get rid of our bags. I know. That's still cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
How'd that feel?
I feel good. I didn't keep going, but
I know.
I didn't think anyone.
Without the, we could at least 5 minutes.
All right, we made it to lunch. How are we all feeling?
Oh, 10 out of 10 right now. We're at a 10. We just sprinted.
We did.
We feel
These
good.
two are sociopaths.
I think I'm at like a 5.
The funniest part about it is the guides keep on encouraging them to keep going.
Dude, when they saw your bags
We
there,
just
and
gotta
they saw
get
you
the
guys
hills in.
running, they picked up your bags and they were like,
Crazy American.
They do keep encouraging it.
Oh, this is me. We have similarities.
all right, it's been 2.5 hours. We've done 2.3 miles and we're at 23,000 feet.
And
Elevation gain.
how long is it taking us to do 2.3 miles?
2.5 hours.
Oh, you said
This is Zeus. This is our friend Zeus here.
Juicy.
good boy.
2 hours.
Oh, we got another one.
Well, he's a friend too.
Hi,
many
friend.
friends
He
up here.
really just wants your food. Here. What should we name this one? Padre? Daddy. This is Daddy. Hey, bud. Hi.
You gonna put your rug on?
Hi.
Who's that guy?
What's your name? This is lunch.
Yeah.
That is the best bathroom experience I've ever had.
Right?
Would you rather that or going to the bathroom in your van and having cleaned it out? Actually, you have a nice one though. You have a nice one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't go to your mags. 11,
He's definitely going to his max.
9, 10.
Oh! Clean.
Oh.
Clean.
One more. Ah!
My hands hurt. But 2
You got
different. You have the same moves every time you do something.
If I can drop that shit like it's hot.
It started raining.
It's light.
Light rain.
Not too bad.
Light rain right now.
Could be worse.
Right, it's raining. A lot. Very cold rain.
It's so cold.
Even the dogs are coming to hide.
Really? Really?
Everyone say bye to Zeus.
So cute. He's so content.
I want to be like them. This is crazy. So many weather extremes.
I want my mommy.
Me too.
This is bad.
This is where we're at. Can I get a quick rating from everyone?
0.
He's still out of 5, I think.
I'm at a 0 right now. There is nothing right now that I'd rather be doing more than hiking this mountain for no reason.
In a thunderstorm.
Well, there is a reason, but
There's a reason. Luke, what are you at?
He's at a 10, I think.
A 10?
Oh yeah, 10. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
I like the rain because it cools you down.
It's true.
It's super hot on the way up.
Please pause. I need to put this.
And we all look cool with our little ponchos.
Like, I can't decide if it's sweat, rain,
mine is sweat.
both.
This don't help the sauna.
I had to take my thing off.
He's your dog now.
He really is. I'm gonna have a hard time leaving in.
It's steamy in there.
What did you just say?
I have no idea what he just said. We're about to get the best sleep of our life.
And a terrible night's sleep.
Yeah, awful. Horrible.
Me? You carry me on your back. Oh!
No, we're not.
No. You're so easily encouraged.
He's not even the type of person who needs to be like dared. Like triple dog dare.
Yeah, no.
No.
They're just like, let's go, and he's like, oh, okay. Hi, pretty guys.
Oh my gosh, look how gorgeous.
You're beautiful.
Oh, you're so pretty.
Okay, I lied. I'm back with another voiceover because at this point there was very little talking. We had hit just about every weather extreme and our only goal was to make it to base camp. You guys, we were struggling, and it wasn't until we peeked through the clouds and we got our very first sighting of Fuego that we realized base camp was just up ahead.
Oh my goodness. All right, final rating.
I'm ending at like a 7, I think.
Listen, I'm sure cool. I'll do this again one day. See. I'll do this again one day. I'm happy.
All right, we made it to base camp.
Finally.
Feels so good.
It feels so good.
It's amazing.
I don't even know how long that took us. What time is it?
Gracias. Gracias.
Oh wow.
Hello. So we have officially made it to base camp, and I thought that I could finally give like an actual explanation of what we're doing because I never did that. So basically we just hiked up a volcano so that we can view another volcano that's behind me over there. But we are actually going to start another hike in about 20 minutes to hike up that volcano itself. It's erupting right now. Basically, Drew texted me like a week ago and asked me if I would come model for a underwear shoot for him on an active volcano. So obviously I said yes, and here I am. I have been tracking our hike on Strava. Well, I forgot to start it when we started, but it's taken us like 5 hours and we've gone 4.13 miles. I don't know what the elevation is because it doesn't say right now, but I think I'm just going to keep tracking while we hike Fuego too. Quite honestly, my favorite part of this has been the dogs hiking up with us. This is my buddy who hiked with me.
You tried to come in our cabin.
Did he? Yeah. Oh. This is the bathroom situation. You go, and then you scoop the dust into there. And there's no electricity, so cheers.
Luke, Drew, and I then got ready to set out on what we thought was going to be the easier hike of the day, but spoiler alert, that was not the case. Emma opted to stay behind on this one because she wasn't going to be modeling, but the three of us really had no choice because we had a commercial to film. So, Luke tried to steal some kisses that Drew did not approve of, and we were off to hike Fuego.
Weather is crazy right now.
We're about to go hike Fuego.
Okay, chicos, we ir a Fuego!
Love you guys, have fun! Good luck! My knee's already hurt.
No tenemos la naturaleza en nuestras manos, el control en nuestras manos.
It's just 50-50 because we don't know what Mother Nature will do.
Nacer ahora.
Does anyone have any questions?
Do we have dinner when we come back?
Nos dan cena cuando volvemos,
Sí,
¿verdad?
la cena esa es regresar. ¿Algo más? ¿Una pregunta? ¿Todo bien? ¿Sí? Ok, ahora los vamos a llamar por sus nombres y vamos a...
Our cameras were away for the entirety of this hike because it was incredibly hard, and when we got to the top, the conditions were nothing we could have ever imagined. It was incredibly cold, even more windy, and the sun was setting faster than we could ever imagine, so with just minutes to spare, it was time to model. Despite being the crazy girl in the freezing cold weather in her underwear on a volcano, this was one of the most freeing experiences of my life.
Look that way, and then look right at me. That looks good.
Not many people get to say that they stood on top of one of the world's most active volcanoes, nonetheless say that they got to model sports underwear there.
How are you feeling? We're not going to get any of this audio.
This experience not only reiterated to me how lucky I am to be living the life that I'm living, but it also made me realize that all of these crazy things that I've done over the past few years may not make perfect sense or be very logical, but they're building one really freaking cool life. But anyways, after watching the sun finish setting on top of an erupting volcano, we headed back to base camp.
Alright,
Crazy.
I have no
Oh
idea.
shit, lightning.
No idea what time it is, but we are hiking
I want my mom.
back from Fuego. I
This
think
sucks.
we're on hour 10 of the day. I also want my mommy.
Here.
Just glare up. I got no words, honestly.
I'm ready to go home.
We're literally in the middle of the jungle of the volcano.
Bro, we are in a rainforest.
I don't know what this
We're
is.
in an X rainforest.
We're in an X rainforest.
It's 40 degrees right now.
It's 40 degrees. It's probably, do you know what time it is? No idea.
It's like 8:45.
8:45 at night. We started at 10 this morning. So no, we're on like
Well, we really started at 7:45.
7:45 this morning. I don't think this is real. There's everyone else way up ahead. I'll report back when we get to the top. I can't do this right now.
Can you actually leave me here? Like, I'm good. I'm good.
This is where we're sleeping tonight. We've decided we're not going all the way up there.
No shot, I'm going all the way.
And yet somehow, even though Luke, Drew, and I all thought we weren't going to make it back to base camp, we did. And we got to enjoy a beautiful late night meal cooked over the fire by our guides.
Alright, we made it.
Barely. Fuego was a mistake.
Fuego was hard.
It was over 4 hours. I think it was 5 hours.
Unexpectedly hard hike.
5 hours. We saw some lava though, so that made it worth it. We got some footage.
We did a little bit of footage.
A little bit, yeah. And we're gonna get more tomorrow morning for sunrise. But now we eat and then we sleep.
This beautiful meal prepared for us. This is dinner. Very well deserved.
Cuidado, está muy caliente. Cuidado.
How are you feeling? Want to explain the sitch?
So it's 4 a.m. and we're going to hike for sunrise. And apparently it's going to be really rocky and really steep. And it's an hour. So it's so cold. It's really cold.
And a terrible night's sleep.
Yeah, awful. Horrible.
That's good.
I'm not sure if it was the 3 a.m. wake-up call, the 13,000 feet of elevation, or simply the severity of the hike, but this one felt the hardest to me out of them all. For this reason, I did not take a single video on the way up, but at the top we were able to get a few good shots before the clouds rolled in and the weather did a complete 180 on us.
Than the way up. Oh no! He passed away. Should we save him?
Okay, we were kidding. He didn't actually pass away, and the trip down to base camp actually ended up being pretty peaceful.
We're excited to be done.
Final rating after that hike?
It was cool. It was okay. Alright.
I felt like I was at a 1 at one point in that hike.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I got the altitude cough. I think I was worse yesterday, to be honest. Yeah, it was definitely worse yesterday.
For Fuego?
I feel like you're not as altitude sensitive with your legs.
Gonna give you guys a quick little tour of our home before we leave.
Home is a
So that's Luke's room, and then
This is my room.
that was Drew's room, Emma's room, and this is mine. Super luxury.
And this was our whole entire home. The prices nowadays.
For the last portion of this video, you're going to hear my wonderful voice again because I decided I had climbed down with my camera and I never fixed my microphone issue. But once again, I think it came in perfect timing because it gives me the chance to reflect and show gratitude for this wonderful trip that I was invited on. Not only did I get to take part in one of the most unique experiences ever and one of the hardest physical challenges that I have ever been a part of, but I also got to turn strangers into lifelong friends. Turning strangers into lifelong friends seems to be a continuous theme in all of my travels, but it's not something you really understand until you've experienced it firsthand. And I think it happens because these friendships are formed on a mutual love for adventure and the beautiful world that we live in. And in this case, and some other instances, maybe a little bit of healthy trauma as well. Because honestly, it takes a certain type of person to voluntarily sleep in a cabin on top of a volcano in Guatemala. Nonetheless, voluntarily climb up said volcano in ultimate weather extremes. But there's something about these trauma struggles matched with the beauty of these situations that brings you so close to people, so close to the world, and makes going home to your normal life feel just a little bit less appealing. Except for seeing my dog. I was really excited to see my dog.
Hello.